Hi, my name is Jade. Ever since high school, I've been in a relationship with a terrific guy named Evan. He would buy me flowers, take me on walks, and make me feel so special.
Jade, will you marry me?
So when he asked me to marry him, of course I said yes. For years, we stayed married, and Evan made me the happiest girl on earth. But then, everything started to change one day. I started to notice my body changing and decided I'd take a pregnancy test, just in case. No way! It was positive! I couldn't believe my eyes and rushed to tell Evan as soon as I could. When I did, he seemed just as happy as I was.
Honey, this is great!
I didn't know it then, but things were going to change for Evan. During the pregnancy, he treated me like a princess, even when I was feeling fat and ugly because of the baby. Then, the time came, and we had our first child. Isn't he wonderful, Evan? Our very own child. But that's when everything started to change. It started off great, both of us being tired but happy parents. But after a few weeks, Evan began to avoid me at home, saying he had to do some extra overtime at his job. He left me home alone with the baby.
You can watch him tonight again, right? Oh, and don't forget the list of chores I left you.
Sure enough, that morning, he had left a list of chores he wanted done when he got back. But I was still a good wife, so I did them all, and knew it would be Evan's turn to do them next time. I took out the trash, washed the toilet, and even made dinner for when he came back. But when Evan returned...
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
He didn't even thank me. I worked hard all day, and he barely noticed and went straight to bed. But I held in my anger and went to sleep. The next day, the same thing happened. He left me with a list of chores and barely spoke to me all morning. I was starting to get pretty angry.
I'm working late again tomorrow. I'll have more chores for you on the fridge.
Wait, how about a date night? Just the two of us? I'll get a babysitter and take care of everything.
I don't think so. Not tonight. I'm pretty busy.
He didn't even want to go on dates anymore? As Evan left for work, I felt more like a maid than his wife, having to clean up after him and the baby. I couldn't help but feel like our marriage was in trouble. But I wasn't going to let my perfect life be ruined by this, so I hatched a plan.
I'm off to work. Don't forget to pick up the mail today, too.
Bye, Evan. Hurry home after work today. The next day, I was going to show him I was much more than just a maid to clean up messes. After I finished breakfast and a few of the chores on the list, I went downtown to get things ready. It had been so long since we last had a date night. I was going to be sure to make him fall in love with me all over again. First stop was the mall, to get myself a new outfit he was sure to enjoy.
It looks great on you. Your husband is sure to love it.
I sure hope so. After I got my dress for the night, next was the dessert. I stopped by one of our favorite places and picked up my husband's favorite, strawberry cheesecake. After that, there was only one other thing I needed. I called my mom, and she agreed to watch the baby for a few hours so I could win back my husband. Looking at my watch, it was nearly time to get things ready, so I took our baby to my mother's and began to get everything ready. He's going to love this! I set out everything perfectly. His favorite meal, home cooked by myself, and the cheesecake ready to go for after. And I was looking my best, with my hair and makeup looking perfect, and my new dress was shining in the light. I looked myself over in the mirror and couldn't help but admire myself. If he didn't appreciate me like this, then maybe he really didn't love me anymore. I heard the door open, so I went to greet him. Surprise, honey! I made your favorite for dinner. Come on, it's been way too long since we've had a real date.
Where's the baby? And why is there still trash sitting here? I thought you were going to take it out today.
I couldn't take it anymore. I'd done all this nice stuff for him. I got all pretty and cooked and cleaned for him, and all he could think about is the trash? I was finished with him. I turned around and stomped right back to my room, slamming the door behind me. I started to cry since our marriage was basically over, until I heard Evan knock at the door.
Are you alright? Why did you storm off like that?
I told him everything about how he had changed since we had the baby, and now I was basically a maid cleaning the house. I was very upset that it seemed he never had time for me. And now, tonight, after I made a big dinner, the first thing he noticed was the chores again. Evan listened patiently, and when I finished telling him how I felt, he responded.
Why didn't you tell me? I'm so sorry you feel neglected. I just wanted to earn enough money so that we can raise our son properly, and I don't have time to do as much chores anymore. I haven't been a good husband, and I'm sorry. How about we go back downstairs and have that dinner?
That sounds great. So we went back to the kitchen, and I felt closer to my husband that night than in a long time. After that day, he changed too. Evan started taking less shifts and helping more around the house, doing his share of chores too. And with the extra money he got from his overtime, he's taking the baby and I on a week-long vacation. Our marriage has never been better. Balance between work and home is very important. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.